So I braced it a little bit. Nice hot welds. It'll be fine. Now I'm doing that side. I'll be back once I've done something over there. Cut all the rust out, or the majority of the bad rust. I made a plate for the outside, planed it up. I want to weld that in and then cut a piece for the bottom and weld that in. I might show you a little bit here and there. You get the idea. I'm scabbing over the edge a little bit all the way around, making the bottom, making the inside, everything out of that. Alright everybody, all in, this probably took me 4 hours. Now there's different ways I could have done it. I could have, found another frame, but I told you that's why I didn't want to do that. I could have found a section somewhere in a junkyard or something, because I know where a few 67s are, and cut it out and replaced it. But I chose to take, I believe, I think that's 1/8 inch, I'm not sure. That plate came from a recycling place a few years ago, and I just now started using any of it. I would have preferred just to cut off the ends and not have to cut out the center of it, but when I was kind of using that metal to brace the car, so I didn't need to cut out everything. But there's different ways I could have done it, but this is what I did. Welds, there's a lot of weld. There's a lot of weld, and there's a lot of scabbing and everything else. I will probably paint the outside of this with some cheap Rust-Oleum and spray the inside with oil, burnt motor oil. What I'm calling burnt motor oil is used oil. I'll spray the inside of this with used oil, and when I say spray the inside of this, I mean the entire inside of that frame, all the way up through here. I really don't know why this rusted out like that. I've not had to deal with rust on a Chevelle frame before. Now on their 70, I actually replaced the frame. I actually replaced the frame on that 70 because we didn't have one, and there wasn't any way I could have patched and done all this to make it work. So I actually had to put a frame under that car. The only real good thing about this one is at least it wasn't wrecked. So there's passenger side and driver's side. And you can see where I already ground some of this down. That's what I'm going to do on the other side. And then I'm going to paint it, and the frame's done, and I can put that back. I guess the next thing frame-wise would be dealing with this. Now, A lot of yous probably already seen it, but this frame had been cut because this car was going to be back halved. That's why everything back here is cut out. He was going to make a Pro Street car. To each their own, but I would have never done that. So you can see that grinding makes a lot of mess, a lot of metal everywhere. So tomorrow I'm going to try to put the cowl back on. When I've figured out how I'm going to do it, I'll start making a video. And tomorrow, by this time, it's 1 o'clock at night right now. Tomorrow by this time, which is Friday, hopefully, I'll have the cowl tack welded pretty good back on. Rockers and A-pillars. Front mounts bolted back up. And I'll stick the doors back on it, and we'll see how everything lines up. Now, after I put the doors on it, I'm going to weld everything solid. But I got to make sure that the door gaps and stuff are as good as they were. They weren't perfect before, but I've got to make sure they're at least that good. And then I may pull the car forward to where the front end of the car is sticking out of the building. Then I'll jack it back up and jack it up all the way around and cut the rear frame back out, because I'm wanting to use the rear frame of that blue Malibu that I cut. Part of it anyway. The suspension. So, I want to thank everybody for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more. God bless, and I'll see you next time.